Hi, I'm Wilhelm. Have you ever wondered how somebody becomes a ghost or an earthbound spirit when they die? What happens to an atheist, a sceptic, or a criminal, or anybody else? All this we will cover in this short video, which is based on material that was given to us by the spiritual world. Every death experience is unique and shaped by many factors. Was it from natural causes, illness, war, an accident, suicide, or even murder? Yet, even far more important is the inner state of the individual, their level of consciousness, their beliefs, fears, guilt, desires, and much more. What is death? It is the separation of the soul from the physical body, its temporary housing. It is the moment when the silver cord that connects soul and body is cut. Once the soul has fully detached from its mortal shell, it finds itself in another aggregate state. It retains a form and shape similar to the human one, yet its substance, its very consistency, is finer and lighter. But the soul's consciousness does not diminish, nor do its identity, memory, or personality dissolve. Many souls are received and welcomed by their guardian spirit or by loved ones in the spiritual realm. This is often a deeply warm and heartfelt experience for the soul. Some may even be greeted by pets who passed before them. From there they are guided to a realm of purification that corresponds to their soul vibration in accordance with the law of attraction. In these spiritual spheres, their inner nature determines the environment in which they will now live. As Gabi writes, from what has been explained, we can see that once the soul has detached from its body, it finds itself in a world that corresponds to its state of consciousness. But not all souls that make the transition will see, or even wish to see, the welcoming, helpful beings of light who come to assist them. Why is that? Many are bound and clouded by rigid dogmatic beliefs, which determine where the soul is initially drawn to. Consider, for example, a close-minded atheist who firmly believes that death is a dissolution into nothingness. Yet science tells us that absolute nothingness cannot exist. Everything is energy, and energy cannot be lost. So such a belief, therefore, creates a corresponding experience. If a person is convinced there is nothing after death, then an imagined nothingness is what they will encounter. Something like a dense, enveloping mist that isolates the soul from both the spiritual and the physical realm. Through a medium, one of these atheist souls explained it as follows. I am surrounded by a cold fog. I don't understand what's happening to me. I didn't know what death was. I thought everything ended with the disintegration of the physical body, so I was afraid of it. End of quote. Even there, however, beings of light, angelic beings, are always near, ready to guide these souls toward higher and brighter states. No soul is ever lost or condemned to remain in the lower astral worlds for eternity. Souls who have lived deeply negative, harmful, or selfish lives may find themselves in dark environments that totally reflect their inner condition. As Jürgen Sievers so aptly expressed it, at the moment of death, our inner becomes our outer. These dim astral realms are often shaped by a soul's own beliefs, thoughts, fears, and actions. They are a reflection of its current state of consciousness. Yet, even here, nothing is final. The moment a soul feels genuine remorse and becomes open to change, guidance appears. Angelic beings can then draw near and gently lead it toward lighter realms. But there are also countless souls who remain bound to the earth after their physical death. We often refer to them as earthbound souls, and people who with the ability to perceive them may call them ghosts. Such souls remain entangled with the physical world, often unaware that they have died. They appear as shadowy presences among the living, replaying old memories, sometimes for centuries or even longer. Gabriele writes, souls in whom the pull of matter is particularly strong above all Those that are addicted seldom find their destination towards further development in the beyond. As so-called earthbound souls, they return to Earth and try to influence those people who have the same vibration, since these can carry out what the souls themselves are no longer able to do. Thus, there are millions of ignorant earthbound souls among us. They surround us everywhere because they want a share in our lives. They practically hang like a cluster of grapes on those people who live solely in the material world because these can be influenced by them and they can tap into their life force. These souls may be strongly attached to their earthly possessions, their home, wealth, status, or even certain relationships. They cling to worldly desires, cravings, and identities. Some remain bound by unresolved issues such as a need for revenge, while others are deeply distressed or confused. All of this can bind them to the earthly plane, and many are not even aware that they have died. An idea brilliantly portrayed by Bruce Willis in the film The Sixth Sense. If you wish to see some examples of how these earthbound souls interact with us, I suggest watching my other short videos on this topic. Spirit possession, graveyard danger, when a rich man dies, and Death and Dying Part 2. You will find direct links to these videos beneath this video. So this all shows how important it is to keep an open mind to the possibility of life beyond death, particularly when you are an atheist or skeptic. For more on what happens when we die, I would recommend two books by Gabriele. One is called Where Did I Come From? Where Am I Going? And the other one is called Living and Dying in Order to Keep Living. For more information, just click on the links beneath this video. You can also find there the links for the various videos that I have mentioned earlier. It has been an honor and pleasure to have been with you today, so let's do it again. Just subscribe and rate this video, and I'll see you in my next one.